It is Monday night. You know what that means. We're back. It's SNL Formula X here at the Red Bull Ring for round 2 of season 4 of the Formula X Championship. Now, round 1 was an exciting race around Dragon Trail, and it was dominated by the Scuderia. If you have not watched that race, you will need to watch it back, and that's available on our YouTube channel. So here we are at the Red Bull Ring, famous for some amazing victories by Max Verstappen in his Red Bull. Will we see that happen here in Formula X? Now, if you don't know what Formula X is, it's basically our version of Formula 1. But instead of using Formula 1 cars, we now use the Super Formula cars after 3 seasons using the Red Bull standard. And our grids are based on a reversal of the average points of the past 3 races for the drivers. So, let's take a look at this grid right now. A late stand-in is the team principal of Alpine, Mika. She is on pole position. In second place is Yokas in his Red Bull. In third place is YOLO in his Aston Martin. In fourth place, making his debut for Williams and his debut in SNL, it is Junior Spam. In fifth place on the grid, it is Rob on drums in the McLaren. In sixth place, it is Noxie in the second Williams. In 7th place, it is GT87 Cinemod in the Salba. In 8th place, it is Tiny Terror in the Alpine. So Mika replacing her lead driver Paleshi in the Alpine team. Next on the grid, we have got Bunnies after a strong performance at round 1. He finished 4th, just off the podium. In Salba's debut race in Formula X, a strong showing, so GT87 Slippy will be pleased with that. In 10th place on the grid, we have Cool Boy in the Mercedes. In 11th place, we have SNL Daz in the Red Bull. In 12th place, we have In Toulouse, second in the championship right now, in his Ferrari. Next on the grid, in 13th place, we have SNL Wolfbane in the Aston Martin. In 14th place, we have SNL Jam in the Mercedes. In 15th place, we have Matt Psycho, the defending champion, in the McLaren. And at the back, we have Race 1 winner, Illusion, in the Ferrari. He dominated, as I say, at Dragon Trail, and he starts at the back of the grid now. So defending champion Matt Psycho has got Illusion in his mirrors. So let's have a look at the grid tyres. So we have a tyre war with Michelin and Bridgestone. You saw the tyres on the cars. Bridgestone are supplying Williams, Ferrari, Alpine and Aston Martin this season. Michelin are supplying McLaren, Mercedes, Red Bull, Sauber and McLaren. I may have said McLaren twice actually there. So as you can see, there is a different set of compounds. So for the Bridgestone runners, they're using the softs and the hards, and the Michelin runners are using super softs and mediums. So you can see here, Noxie is on the hards to start the race, Bunny's on the mediums. We've got hards for Wolfbane, mediums for Jam, mediums for Matt Psycho, and hards for Illusion. So those are the cars to look out for. Softs and super softs for everybody else. We've got a 42 lap race ahead of us. So good evening everybody in the chat, thank you. So Wolfbane is here and Snut is here. He's got his Bose headset on. Fist is on standby. If that fist drops, an earthquake will occur, says Wolfbane. And Flashman is in the chat as well, the team principal of Red Bull. Without further ado then, let's get this 42-lap race around the Red Bull ring started. So Mika will start us on pole position. A late call-up for the Alpine team. 3 red lights are on, 5 red lights, and it is go here in Austria. So Mika not having the best of starts. One of the Sauber's having a great start in the middle of the pack, but Mika though in the first corner gets knocked actually by Jokas. Junior takes the lead then. Mika is having a nightmare at the moment as she drops down the field. Robon Drums is in 5th place. Tiny though gets past him. Let's get into this midfield. Oh my word, Noxie all over the place. Going into turn number 2/turn number 3. Something happening at the back of the field as well. What a crazy, crazy time. So Bunny's right now in 12th, 11th. 12th is now Mika. She's dropped down all the way to 12th place. Let's maybe have a look what happened to Mika at the start. So she was leading this race to turn number 2. Mika just on the outside there and just gets bullied, I think. But in the lead, he's making his debut in the series. He's in the Williams. He was randomly drawn the 4th grid slot because he had no previous data. He's leading for Williams on the soft tyres. Is Junior. YOLO in 2nd for Aston Martin. 3rd place is Cool Dude Boy. He started down in 10th. How on earth has he got up into 3rd? 4th is Jokas. 5th is Tiny Terror. 6th is Cinnamod. Intulu is up into 7th. He's just gone round the outside of Robon Drums, who is in the Mclaren. But the Mclaren has got a great drive. Let's get on board with the Mclaren driver. No, can't make the move stick. So back off board for Robon Drums. So Junior leading after 1 lap here. The tyres are going to be critical, as we can see. Cool Dubois though, he's on the overtake button, so the Formula X cars now have overtake thanks to the Super Formula technology available to them. He's going round the outside and he's past YOLO. Fantastic, as we see a fight up for 4th place. Jokas right now in 4th. 5th is Tiny Terror. 6th is Cinnamod, who's on the overtake button as well. Intulu in 7th in his Ferrari, making up ground quite nicely. Robon Drums in 8th. We'll just have a look at this fight though for 4th place, because we've got 4 cars looking for the position. Tiny Terror right now in the Alpine, looking up the inside of Jokas. No, he can't make the move. And he's under attack from Cinnamod, who's under attack now from Intulu. Intulu up the inside of Cinnamod. A bit of a touch as he passes Cinnamod there. 9th place is Wolfbane. Wolfbane's climbed up the field. He's on the hard tyres. A great start then for Wolfbane on the hards. 10th place is Bunnies in the Sauber. 11th is Daz in the Red Bull. Nearly said McLaren, so used to last season. Drove for McLaren so successfully, brought the team championship, and then we have a big fight here. We've got Noxie, we've got Matt Psycho, we've got Illusion, and we have got Jam. Illusion is going for a move up the inside of Matt Psycho. Can he make the move stick? He forces his way through, and he's got the lead off of Matt Psycho. I say the lead, 13th place. Normally these drivers are fighting for the lead, but Noxie is there in 14th. 15th is Matt Psycho, and at the back is Jam, surprisingly. So back at the front, Junior, he's currently got quite a nice little lead of maybe a couple of seconds from Cool Dude Boy. Dude Boy in the Mercedes, so he's set the fastest lap of 1:16.1 on lap number 2 compared to 1:16.3. Gaz in the chat saying Fonza Ferrari. The team principal of Ferrari is in the chat. He will have the sunglasses on, but currently Williams is leading this field. Williams, the most winningest team in Formula X. Cool Dude Boy, driving for Mercedes. Only 1 race win for Mercedes in all of Formula X. All 3 seasons, only 1 race win. That was last season at Spa. YOLO, currently in 3rd. Season 1 champions were Aston Martin. They came last though last season. So 3rd place for YOLO. 4th is Tiny Terror. He's now got Intulu behind him. So Intulu's making up positions. Mika forgot about her overtake whilst driving. So Intulu right now in 5th place. He is not needing his overtake. He's having a look at Tiny Terror in the Alpi. Mika watching this as an interested party. Yokas though going off, and Yokas has spun. Oh, Yokas dropping down to 10th place. And Cinnamod? What's Cinnamod doing? Cinnamod is moving slowly. So was there a touch going into the second corner on board with Cinnamod in the Salber? It's on the super soft tyres. And brakes into the corner, and yes, there was a touch with Yokas. So Yokas then spinning, so Cinnamod has to back off. He's waiting for it to redress the position. It's great to see that from Cinnamod, but he's lost so much time as he waits for Yokas to pass him. Mika is in 11th place though, she's still there. Jam is in 12th. He's having a fight though with Noxy, so something's happened to Matt Psycho and Illusion. What is happening here? Matt Psycho and Illusion are so let's have a look. Going back to Matt Psycho in 13th place. You have Illusion in 11th place fighting with Mika. Mika goes up the inside of Illusion. And then there's a touch and Matt Psycho backs off. He's waiting for Illusion. That is great to see from Matt Psycho. He's waiting for Illusion. And in 16th place, on an outlap, is Wolfbane. So Wolfbane has got rid of his hard tyres after 3 laps. So Wolfbane going for his off-kilter strategy. We've seen this work for him in the past before. Let's see how this works for him now. So Junior has to use the hard tyres. He's just set the fastest lap though of the race, so he has to use hard tyres because he's with Bridgestone. However, Cool Dude Boy does not. He has got the super soft and medium tyres available for him. He's driving with Michelin tyres on that Mercedes. YOLO there in 3rd, currently setting 18s. Nice consistent times. 4th place is Intulu. He's just pressing the overtake. You can see by the light at the back of the car as well. So there is a light on top of the car. You can see it's green. That stays green until they've got 25% left, and then it turns red, and then it goes out when they have no boost left. Tiny Terror, an impressive race last time out. Oh, there's something going on in the background though. What was that? That looks like it was Cinnamod and Yokas again. So Yokas is ahead of Cinnamod. And then... oh no! It was... Cinnamod has just had issues with both of the Red Bull drivers. So Daz just drops it on the exit and then spins, and then unfortunately, as Cinnamod comes across him, unghosts. So the unfortunate Cinnamod, he's having issues with those Red Bulls right now. So Daz now being overtaken by Noxy. Oh, he can't get it back on the circuit. Will move away. Matt Psycho gets up into 13th place. So who is in 16th place? Illusion. Illusion's just pitted. He's got rid of his hard tyres as well. So Illusion has just come out of the pits, and going through to start lap number 6 is Junior. Junior has got a huge lead over the race 1 winner. So Junior leading the race right now for Williams. Jim will be happy with his brand new signing at Williams. Junior in for the rest of the season, picking up where Matt Psycho left off with the team. Cool Dude Boy currently 2nd place, making his debut in Formula X this season. Tempted by the Super Formula cars. YOLO in 3rd. We've seen him have great results in the past, but he's under pressure from Intulu in the Ferrari, on board with the Portuguese driver right now. So finished 2nd last time out at Dragon Trail. He's got to put the hard tyres on in this race though, so he's got to suffer a little bit of pain in this Ferrari, but he's catching up the Aston Martin of YOLO. In fact, he could have a little move. Oh no, we're seeing a bit of lag possibly between the two, so the Portuguese driver and the South African. 5th place, Tiny Terror in the Alpine. As I say, very consistent drives for Tiny Terror. He keeps out of trouble. Bunny's in 6th place right now, so Sauber up there again. 7th is Rob on drums, so he's up there still, fighting the good fight. Yokas in 8th place in the Red Bull. 9th is Cinnamod in the Sauber. He's got Jam behind him, pushing hard. So Jam doing an 18.1 on those medium tyres. Mika is in 11th with the soft. She's got Matt Psycho following her, with Noxie in 13th as well. So Noxie is on the hard tyres. He just did a 20.8. Matt Psycho then attacking Mika. Can he make the move stick in his McLaren against the Alpine team principal? It's a stand-in driver as well at this round, very late on, as Matt Psycho gets up the inside of Mika and he gets past just on the exit. So he manages to get past Mika. Can Mika have a go though? Going down the hill. So Mika will have a go. She's not afraid to have a go. Oh, a little bit of a touch though with the front wing. It's a good job the damage isn't on realistic mode, otherwise that front wing would have disappeared. Wolfbane in 14th place there for Aston Martin, having made his stop as well. And he's ahead of Daz. What's Daz done? So Daz had that big spin, didn't he? He's on the super soft tyres. Not enjoying this circuit. I don't think it's one of Daz's favourite circuits actually here, but setting the fastest lap of 15.7 is Illusion on the Ferrari on the soft tyres. So it's Bridgestone shod Ferrari. It's quick. 15.7 compared to a 16.7 of Junior. So Junior right now falling actually into the clutches of Cool Dude Boy. You can see the past few laps. Cool Dude Boy 16.3 compared to Junior. Junior having a little bit of a wobble there. There's a little bit of spiking happening. Let's go on board with the Mercedes driver. Through the middle sector, he's about second off his fastest lap though, of a 15.8. So Cool Dude Boy has got some speed here. He's not used any overtake right now either. So he's looking comfortable. In Tulu, who's made his way into 3rd place now. So he's got ahead of YOLO. YOLO actually seems to have made a mistake on this lap, because they have roughly the same time on their lap counter, but he's just behind in Tulu. So has he had an off? He possibly has, because he's just going to set a 19.2. Well, maybe not had an off. Goes into turn 1 nicely. So on lap number 9 of 42. Tiny Terror currently 5th. 6th place is Rob on drums. 7th is Bunnies, but he's got Yokas having a look on the inside of him. No, Yokas can't make the move. Oh, he has a wobble. The Red Bull driver, he's going to be in the clutches then of Cinnamon, who's using his overtake to catch onto the back of Yokas possibly, and he's bringing Jam with him. So Jam in the other Mercedes, a 17.7 for Jam. Oh no! Cinnamon! He's had a wobble, and he's going to be passed by Jam, but in 8th place, Yokas is having a look at Bunnies. Bunnies though holds the position, stays 7th. Yokas 8th, now Jam is in 9th, Cinnamon in 10th, and 11th place is Matt Psycho. So this is the closest fight we have on track right now, I think. It's for 7th place. We've got Bunnies and Yokas fighting for it. So Bunnies in 7th, but Yokas is there. Yokas is really pushing hard. He's up the inside of Bunnies. Can he make the move stick into here? The final 2 corners. He does. What a move from Yokas. Let's go on board with the Portuguese driver. Oh, we'll just go back slightly. So here we are on board with Yokas then. So you can see Bunny's just running a little bit wide through the central sector. Again, just using a bit more curb, but on the overtake, Yokas presses the button and he's going to get past Bunnies as we go through the right-handers. So he gets through, gets himself up into 7th. Now we see the fight behind. You can see Cinnamon, he's attacking Jam. He's got the overtake button, he's got the boost. It's going up the inside of Jam. Can he make it stick? Yes, he can. So he gets himself up into 8th place, so 8th and 9th for Sauber. At the front of this race though, Junior is still leading for Williams, setting 1:16.5s. Cool Duboy 1:16.8. He had a bit of a scruffy lap on lap number 8 to 17.2. But he's still there. And remember, Junior is on the Bridgestone tyres. He has to run the hards at some point in this race. But this is an impressive debut from Junior. We got the call in the week from Jim, who said, Junior, can I have you as a driver? I have a seat available for the rest of the season, and Junior happily took it. So Junior currently leads this race from Cool Dude Boy. Intulu right now in 3rd, but he's about 11 seconds behind Junior. About 11 seconds, I would say, in that Ferrari. So we know the Ferrari is quick. 11 seconds at this stage in the race, 11 laps in. Can he catch up? Can he put himself in the fight for the victory today? Because his teammate, right now, where is Illusion? Illusion is 16th still. He's setting fastest laps. He's setting purple lap times of 15.3. But he is last right now. He's had an eventful race. And he's currently 45 seconds behind his teammate. So he's about 55 seconds behind Junior. So he's lapping quicker by about a second a lap, but it's not happening for the current championship leader, Illusion. The lap times are there though. Let's have a look a bit further up the grid, because we've got Daz. He's fighting with his former teammate Wolfbane, so SNL Wolfbane and SNL Daz. In the McLarens last season won the team's championship. They came 2nd and 4th in the championship standings. They're currently fighting for 11th place. This is how Formula X has changed this season with the new car. Drivers that were very confident with the old car are fighting down the order. As we've got Matt Psycho currently in 10th place right now. So he's on the medium tyres still. He's doing 17.3s on the mediums. So Jam there in 8th place. So he looks like he's got past Yokas on the previous lap. He's been doing 19.7s. So he must have been in traffic, because he was doing 17.7s at one point. Bunny's there, 18.5 and 7th. 6th place is Rob on Drums, 19.5. Oh, Rob on Drums, don't stay there. He needs to get away from that gravel. In 6th place, Tiny Terror is in 5th in the Alpines. 4th place is YOLO, kind of on his own right now. Nice big gap between him and the other drivers around him. 3rd place is in Tulu. The gaps are a lot bigger this season, it looks. So we've got Junior. He is going to have to pit this lap. Look, that fuel is flashing. So the flashing fuel of Junior. So lap 13. Using his overtake, so he's confident he's got enough fuel to get himself to the end of the lap. He's pulled out a bit of a gap actually to Cool Duboy as well, so he's setting his personal best lap time at sector times. Obviously it won't be a fastest lap because he needs to pit. Wolfbane lobs banana. And Junior pits. So Junior making his first pit stop in Formula X. And Cool Duboy, he continues. He's got a quarter of a tank of fuel. So he's got a quarter of a tank. That's impressive. As Intulu comes into the pits as well, but Intulu has a quarter of a tank, so Intulu could have gone longer, but he's decided to stop. What does YOLO do? YOLO's coming in as well, so they're all coming in on lap 13. Is that the schedule? Tiny Terror right now in 5th place. So this field is pretty spread out at the front, but it's the mid-pack that seems to be battling. Here is the big battle right now for 6th place. Well, it's now turning into 3rd because we've got Rob on drums, he's got Jam right behind him, and we've got Bunnies behind Jam. So Jam has moved himself now into 6th place. He's got Rob on drums right ahead of him though. So it's McLaren versus Mercedes. Both silver cars on this grid, fighting for position. Jam trying to go around the outside. It would be a brave move. Jam though. Jam going now up the inside for the next turn. Turn number 3. Can Jam get the move done before they get there? Jam moves himself up into 5th place in his silver arrows. He's going to have to stop this lap though, as Rob is on his outside still, so they're still fighting for position. Cool Dubois comes into the pits. His super soft tyres are done. So Jam currently in 5th place, fighting for position, and his teammate is in the pits. So Intulu has gone onto the hard tyres, and he's only done a short stop. So Intulu takes the lead of this race, but he's on hards, and he's doing a short stint, so maybe only 3 or 4 laps on these hard tyres. Tiny Terror, he's on softs, he still hasn't stopped yet. Moves himself into 2nd place for Alpine. Cool Dubois comes out of the pits in 3rd place. He's ahead of Junior. Junior has got the hard tyres on, and Cool Dubois has jumped him. Cool Dubois is on the medium tyres this time. So both on the harder compound that they have to run. Jam has not stopped. Jam is still going. So Jam is in 5th. But look, he's lost a whole pit stop to his teammate. Matt Psycho in 6th place. Matt Psycho's got a bit more fuel left actually. He's passed Bunnies, has he? Let's just see if there's been a change of position. Yes, Bunnies has made an error, I think, coming into turn number 2. So Jam locking up a little bit. And Bunnies just... Oh! Bunnies catches it! Wow, what a catch from Bunnies! Matt Psycho then moves up into 6th. Illusion has just overtaken Wolfbane. Illusion then fighting Wolfbane. You see Wolfbane going slightly wide out of turn 1, having to lift slightly, and Illusion is fully on the overtake button. He's just kept that button on as he's gone down the straight there. He's set the purple lap time, of course he has. He gets up the inside of Wolfbane, so he's used all of that overtake all in one go to try and get up the inside of Wolfbane, and he has. He's got himself up into 8th place now, so Wolfbane 9. Cinnamon is in 10th, hasn't stopped yet. Yolo's coming out of the pits and he's in 11th. 12 is Mika, who hasn't stopped yet either. Rob on drums has just made his stop. He's down in 13th place now. Yokas in 14th. He stopped on lap 13. Daz is in 15th. He's battling with Noxie though. So Noxie in the Williams. Currently fighting with Daz for 15th. Let's go back to the front of the field though. Jam is in the pit with Bunnies. So Intulu leads this race. He's got Tiny Terror still going in 2nd place. Tiny Terror is doing a fantastic job with the fuel right now. It's on soft tyres. But Cool Dubois there in the Mercedes is pulling a good gap actually to Junior. We'd say that's about 3-second gap to Cool Dubois and Junior. So the Williams driver right now is suffering. He's on those hard tyres. Matt Psycho is still there on the medium tyres. He's trying to extend this stint as long as possible. He's doing 17 zeros on those mediums. So travelling really nicely on them. Kicking up a little bit of gravel on the exit. Junior's gone off, that's why. Junior went off ahead of him. So let's have a look. Junior just goes off the circuit. So that's why the gravel was there. I said there was a puff of gravel, but I didn't expect it to be Junior going off in the Williams. So Junior hands the position to Matt Psycho. Matt Psycho will be happy about that, but he won't be happy about the fact that he is a pit stop behind these drivers he's with. He'll be hoping to catch them up though as the race goes on. So Matt Psycho in the McLaren, his current championship leader, who finished 3rd at Dragon Trail, is coming into the pits now for McLaren. So it's attacking the pit lane. Junior gets himself back into position then. Illusion is in 6th. So Illusion is getting himself back up the field. He's just set the purple lap time of 15.1 compared to his teammate of 17.3 on the hard tyres, which still is very quick. That Ferrari looking fantastic so far this season. Already though, you can see the light is red and he's not on the power for the overtake in Tulu. So we're on lap 17. And Intulu is nearly out of overtake. Cool Dude Boy, he's just overtaken Tiny Terror, I think. Let's go and look at this. He goes up the inside of Tiny Terror into turn 3. Tiny Terror has no answer to this though. He's got old soft tyres on. He's got no fuel. He'll have to go though, will he? No, he thinks better of it. He says, no, that my race today is not with you, Cool Dude Boy. My race is further in the pack, but I need to use your slipstream to help me get ahead of them. As we've got Junior and Illusion now fighting for position, and Illusion just drives past Junior there like he wasn't there. That was quite scary really for Junior. So Junior on board. He's got the hard tyres though. Oh, we've gone on board with Illusion. And Illusion just driving past. So we've got the cockpit cam right now. There we go. So Illusion running out of fuel. As in Tulu pits, his teammate is in the pits, so Ferrari running their strategies slightly different to each other. Cinemod in 6th place for Sauber. 7th is YOLO in the Aston Martin. So setting some nice times again on those soft tyres. Mika was in 8th, but she's now been overtaken by Matt Psycho. Mika hasn't stopped yet. So Mika hasn't stopped. And she's on lap number 18 now, coming up. So Bunny's in the Sauber in 10th. Jam in 11th behind him, so Bunny's getting a nice exit. Coming up the hill, he's got the overtake button. Mika defending the inside. So he's going round the outside of Mika. This would be a brave move, round the outside of Mika. Can she hold position? Bunny's though, no, 9th. So Mika then into 10th place, and there is Jam. Jam is in 11th, but Mika, I think, is attacking Bunny's. Can she get past? Jam having a sneaky look, but can't get up the inside, and we've got Tiny Terror and Illusion into the pits. So Cool Dude Boy now leads this race. At the moment, he's got a nice gap between him and Intulu. Intulu has stopped though, so drivers are stopping for this race. There is Junior in 2nd place, so the gap is about 10 seconds now between Cool Dude Boy and Junior. Intulu 3rd, YOLO 4th, so YOLO getting himself back into the contention. And Matt Psycho setting his personal best of the race, a 16.2. Bunny's in 6th. Jam in 7th. 8th is Tiny Terror. 9th is Illusion coming out of the pits. So Illusion getting himself back into contention right now. There was a point in this race he was a whole minute behind the leader of the race. Now it's difficult to tell really because he's been in the pits what the gap is, but Wolfbane is fighting with Yokas. Yokas braking incredibly late there. Let's see what that looked like. So Wolfbane was under attack. He was attacking Yokas, going round the outside of the Polish driver. Yokas holds his position, but runs wide on the exit, so Wolfbane is going to get a good drive down this back straight, and he's going to get himself up into 10th place. So the 2nd round last season was at Spa, and I believe he was in contention for the race win there. I think he came 2nd that day. He's currently in 10th right now. In 12th place is Rob on drums, the Porsche Cup champion from season 1 of that series. He's joined McLaren this season for Formula X, his debut in the series. He's having a lot of fun there in the McLaren. Daz is 13th, 14th is Noxie, 15th Cinemod. I don't want to place the unlucky Cinemod tag on him, but that's what it is at the moment. He has just had bad luck. His teammate Tiger in the Touring Car Championship was given that tag. I don't want to give it to him here. His other teammate, Mika, and GT87 gang, is currently in 16th place, having done her pit stop on the previous lap. She's currently on her out lap and has been lapped actually by Cool Duboy, who is in first place for Mercedes on the medium tyres, setting 17.9, 17.4. So setting consistent times there in the 17s. Unfortunately, Junior on those hards, he's stuck in the 19s and the 18s. The hard tyres are just horrible. So much of the loss of pace. An 18.5 on his previous lap. As we have Intulu on a personal best. Not quite though, 16.2 for Intulu, the Portuguese driver in the Ferraris, catching up to Junior. Yolo still in 4th in his Aston Martin, having a very strong showing here. The Aston Martin driver in 4th place. 5th place is Matt Psycho. So he's catching up Yolo actually. 16.6 compared to an 18.2 for Yolo. So Matt Psycho's lapping about 1.5 seconds. From about here on out, I just dropped like a brick. Couldn't attack as kept getting blue flags. So he's Mika. Okay, Bunny's in 6th place, fighting that car. Jam in 7th place in the Mercedes. He's got the fast Illusion though behind him. 15.9 for Illusion on lap 20. Jam did a 17.8, so there's 2 seconds between these two drivers. So Jam really a sitting duck for Illusion. Illusion using the slipstream, lining up his target. When there's a 2-second gap between the cars, then it should be easy pickings for Illusion. 9th place is Wolfbane. Wolfbane did a 16.6 on his last lap. As I say, Illusion is 15.9, so Wolfbane did a pretty good lap actually. Jam not having a great start to the season. Oh, Illusion though, very wide coming out of the final turn. Lost a lot of time actually by the look of that split. So we're halfway through the race. Cool Duboy is leading for Mercedes. He's got a very nice lead, about 11-second lead to Junior, and Illusion has overtaken Jam. So Illusion, we saw him run wide, but he's done his trick again. Look at all that overtake. He just uses all the overtake and disappears. And Jam could not do anything about it, but Illusion's run wide. Jam is there. Can Jam get past? Jam using his overtake this time. Can Jam attack Illusion? Going down into turn number 3. There is Jam. Jam makes the move and he gets back into 7th place. So Jam overtaking Illusion. So Jam right now having fights with Illusion. Wolfbane in 9th place. But at the front is the other Mercedes of Cool Duboy. He's having a nice Sunday evening drive. Using the overtake sparingly. Using it out of the corners just to get that power down. This will be pleasing Endurance Nut, the chairman? The team principal of Mercedes. As I say, one race win for this team in Formula X. This is looking very strong because they've got nearly getting on for a 15-second lead over Junior. Junior getting past Mika now. And in fact, Intulu is catching Junior. Intulu's gap is about 4 seconds. 3/4 seconds to Junior. So Junior will be feeling the pressure because Tulu right now is setting 16 twos consistently in that Ferrari. YOLO is in 4th. He's setting his best laps, but he's under pressure. So Illusion has got past Jam. Has he made it stick this time? So I think has the same thing happened as the previous lap. So Illusion gets past Jam at turn number 2. Can Jam do a repeat of the previous lap? Illusion cuts the inside, so Jam then looks at the inside of Illusion, but I don't think he's close enough. He has a go though. He is there. He's there, but Illusion just gets a better exit. I think Illusion's got a better exit, and Jam unfortunately can't stay in position. But let's have a look at YOLO in the Aston Martin. He has got Matt Psycho. Matt Psycho going for a move up the inside of turn number 8. Brilliant move. If Matt Psycho could pull this off, he stays there for turn number 9. He takes the corner away from YOLO. YOLO has to slide onto the curb. YOLO, let's go on board with YOLO as Matt Psycho overtook us. Let's get on board with the pink and black Aston Martin. So the McLaren will appear on our right hand side. You can just see a little bit of it there as we go find the final corner. And there's just there's some marbles and the curb, and that is it. That's all she wrote for YOLO. He's now into 5th place, still looking strong though. Bunnies is in 6th, 7th is Illusion. He's fighting up the field. Jam in 8th after fighting with Illusion. You can see how fighting does slow you down though. Wolfbane currently catching up Jam then. 10th place is Yarkas. He's got Tiny Terror. Tiny Terror's dropped down to 11th. He's on the hard tyres. So he's having his horrible stint right now on the hards. We've seen the other teams run the hards for a very short period of time. I think that possibly is the better way to go. About 3 or 4 laps on the hards. Get rid of them and get back on the softs. Because the time lost running a long time on the hards is basically a pit stop for these guys. Noxie in 12th place. He's on the softs. We've not really seen Noxie today. He's been stuck at the back of this field early on. It's the same story for Daz. We've seen a few spins and just stuck in the back of this field now. Rob on drums is 14th place. In the McLaren 15th, it's Cinemod. I don't want to say unlucky Cinemod. Oh, nearly. Cinemod just having one of those days, I think. Mika now in 16th place doing 121s. She's on the soft tyres. Cool Duboy on the mediums doing 117.2s in the Mercedes. He's on lap number 25. Looking very good whilst leading this race. The gap between him now and Ntulu has overtaken Junior. How or when did this happen? It's possibly happened a long time ago. It looks like it has. Has Junior had a bad lap? A 120.0. So Junior has made a mistake on the previous lap, and Ntulu has overtaken. Ntulu did a 15.7. Nearly 5 seconds between those two drivers on their previous lap. So Junior not having the best of time. Those hard tyres though. Again, would he have been better to come in, do a short stint on the hards and then just use them up? This season we do have drop scores. It's a 10-round season, but we have 2 drop scores, so it does allow you to absorb some of the damage done by the hard tyres. 3 sets of hard tyres throughout the season. And sometimes they're just not worth having. Matt Psycho running a little bit wide out at turn 9 in his McLaren. He's really pushing. He's doing 16.3s. YOLO is in 5th place in that Aston Martin. 6th place is Illusion in the Ferrari. So he's doing 15.3 as well. So he's really pushing the Ferrari. It's a poor start to this race though. That's where his time disappeared. Jam currently in 7th place. He's under attack by Bunnies in the Sauber, so Bunnies is there. Both cars running super soft tyres. Jam has a bit more grip on his as Bunnies wobbles out of the corner. So Jam's tyres, they the series. His front tyres looking a lot fresher than Bunnies. Wolfbane in 9th place. His tyres looking a bit like Jam's, but he is on the hards. Jam is on the super softs. Oh, Yokas having a bit of a moment coming out of turn 3. The Red Bull driver still getting to grips maybe with the car a bit and getting back into the swing of Formula X as well. It is a competitive series. He's going to pit this lap. Noxie in 11th. He's got a bit of more fuel left. YOLO is in the pits for Aston Martin, so he is in on lap number 26. So there are just 16 laps to go. So Cool Dude Boy leading the race for Mercedes. He's led the race for a while now, since everything settled down for the second stops after the first stop, so the second stops will be coming shortly in Tulu. So Cool Dude Boy has a nice 14-second lead over in Tulu, so Cool Dude Boy right now looking very comfortable. He's now lapping Cinnamon in the Sauber. Cinnamod will let him pass. He goes up the inside and lets the race leader through. The fuel starts flashing though now for Cool Dude Boy, so he's got 14 laps to go right now, but it's looking very nice for him because in Tulu he's only just starting to lap, so he's got Tiny Terror ahead of him. Tiny Terror getting a little bit of a tap to say, hello, I'm still here. Please get past. Let me past. So in Tulu just looking at Tiny Terror. We've got Yokas coming to the pits. So at the moment, actually, Tiny Terror may be slowing in Tulu up a bit. Tiny Terror really should let the second place driver through. Yes, he does do now. Junior has just entered the position where he's running out of overtake. He's got a quarter of it left, but into the pits comes Cool Dude Boy. Good evening, Rob on Drums. Rob on Drums is here, the McLaren driver, in the chat, all the way from the United States of America. So Cool Dude Boy into the pits. Medium tyre stint done. So, brand new super softs most likely. Intulu takes the lead then from the Mercedes driver. He will have to stop. He's only got a quarter of a tank of fuel. He only just gets ahead of, I think that's Yokas. It is Yokas in 14th place, so Yokas there. Tiny Terror is in 15th place. It's because he's pitted on lap 26. There we go. So he's just come into the pits. So everything will shuffle back into place again. So at the moment Alpine are 15th and 16th, but don't worry, Mika, things will settle down. And Tulu leading the race for Ferrari. Gazman will be watching this. A very happy man. His Ferrari boys are looking very strong initial start of this season. Matt Psycho in second for McLaren, setting great times in the McLaren. He'll be hoping that the tokens will be kind, that his team can make some upgrades to this McLaren. It is a token spending session after this race, so teams are given tokens in reverse proportion to their championship positions in the team's championship. So they're looking good, McLaren, right now. Illusion currently in 3rd place. Matt Psycho pitting then on his super soft tyres. And it is a Ferrari 1-2. So we're exactly at the same point we were at Dragon Trail. Only this time Intulu is leading the race and Illusion is second. Cool Dude Boy in 3rd place. He's got the overtake button squeezed. And Mercedes are 3-4 as it stands right now. Jam up into 4th place, but Jam needs to pit. A long way off his teammate, not having the best of rounds, Jam, really. There were mitigating circumstances. So I'll let you know. Junior is in 5th place in the Williams. Had a great debut, really. Soft tyres. This is him to the end of the race then. On the softs. Matt Psycho in 6th. He's quite close to Junior, actually. About 5-second gap between the two. He's got his teammate in 7th place behind him, but Rob on drums needs to stop very shortly, so he'll be doing that soon. YOLO is in 8th. It's the teammates and the teammates. Here is YOLO. He's got Wolfbane, who's just done a stop. Right behind him, Cinnamod is attacking Wolfbane. Wolfbane, though, attacking his teammate. So the black and pink of Aston Martin fighting. Not so much. Wolfbane overtakes YOLO very nicely. YOLO will try and hold up Cinnamod. Cinnamod, is he going to the end of this race on those tyres? Just under half a tank of fuel. No, so Cinnamod will have to stop. Jam is coming into the pits now. So Jam is in the pits. He's got no fuel left at all. 1% fuel for the Mercedes driver. In Tulu, though, will be coming in this lap, setting a 15.6 on his previous. Has anybody worked out what the P means? As the game is nearly running out of time, what does the P mean? It doesn't mean pits, because he's just going into the pits now. On lap 31, so he's got 2% of fuel. Illusion will be coming in this lap as well. So Ferrari now timing their strategies. He's got 5%. Cool Duboy then. Super soft tyres. 11 laps to go, including the one they're on. How far is he ahead of Junior? Oh, he's quite a long way. As the Ferrari drivers, they are still in the pits. In Tulu, leaving the pits now. He's about 14 seconds behind Cool Duboy. Cool Duboy. Nice lead then. It was supposed to indicate a pit stop, but the replays don't show them properly. Ah, thank you, Mika. No, it doesn't show them properly because it's saying until you did one. On lap 26 and lap 30, and that's right, because he's only just done one. We've got Junior lapping some cars, so he's got his teammate actually fighting ahead of him. Let's see if we can see that. Oh, no. So Mika and Noxie having a fight for position, but then Mika has to look behind her because she's got the other Williams of Junior trying to get past her. Oh, and Mika's gone off the circuit. So I don't know what happened there. Let's maybe go on board with Junior. Press back, did I? That's why. So Junior getting a tow from his teammate. He's going to lap Noxie. So Noxie right now in 15th as his teammate is coming through. There they are. So letting his teammate pass. Actually backing up a lot. So Cool Duboy right now on lap 33. Leads this race. He's been leading this race now for a while. And 14-second lead to Untulu. It's got about a 7-second lead to Junior. It's got a 5-second lead to Matt Psycho. And it's got about a 4-second lead to Illusion. 15.7 for Illusion, 16.5 for Matt Psycho. So Matt Psycho at this rate will be under pressure from Illusion by the end of this race. We've then got Wolfbane and Jam having a battle. So Wolfbane, I think, may have just overtaken Jam. 17-0 for Jam. 16-2 for Wolfbane, so Wolfbane has possibly overtaken Jam on the previous lap. There is Cinnamod in 8th place. Those medium tyres. He's still quarter of a tank with 10 laps to go. I don't think he's got enough to stay out. No. You see YOLO right there. He's just got over half a tank of fuel to get into the end of the race. So Cinnamod, unfortunately, not going to get there. But Bunnies is having a fight. Oh, these 3 drivers right now. We can see Bunnies, Tiny Terror, and Daz. Oh, Daz nearly went off the circuit. Tiny Terror there in 11th, Daz in 12th. Red Bull not having the best of times of it here. Bunnies, he was 4th in Dragon Trail. He's in 10th here. Not having the best of days. As Daz will have a look at the inside of the Alpine driver, Tiny Terror. Can he make the move stick into turn 1? Yes, he can, but then he'll be under pressure from the Alpine going down into turn 2. He has to defend the position up the inside. And Tiny Terror, no, can't make the move stick. So let's see, Jam and Wolfbane are having a great battle. I could see something happening in the mirror. So Jam has got ahead of Wolfbane. So possibly into turn 2. Wolfbane then tries around the outside of Jam. And he's still there. So Wolfbane gets himself... Oh, he's there! Can he get past? No, Jam holds the position. Wolfbane then into 7th place. These two were teammates in Season 2 at Alpine of Formula X. Wolfbane came 2nd last season. Jam came 3rd in Formula X last season. They're currently battling though for 6th place. We're hoping for better weekends to come. As Wolfbane starts attacking Jam, currently slowing each other down again. So 16-8 for Jam. Cinnamon is in the pit, so that confirms that he couldn't make it to the end of the race on that tank of fuel, getting rid of those medium tyres. He's had enough of those. As we can see Cool Do Boy right now going into lap number 36. He's got 7 laps to go. And he's got a lovely, great big lead of 12 seconds to into Matt Psycho. He is in 4th place. 14-8 by Illusion. That Ferrari, when it is on song, is phenomenal. But it is not unbeatable. As we've seen today, Illusion is in 5th place right now. There is Jam in 6th place. He's trying to hold his position on Wolfbane. He's then set at 16-4. Cool Do Boy leading the race, 15-7 for him. Goes up the inside. I think that was Mika. Yes, it was. No, it wasn't. Sorry, it was Tiny Terror. Tiny Terror in the Alpine. 11th place for Tiny Terror. Daz is 10th. 9th is Bunnies. He's got YOLO ahead of him. YOLO taking slightly slower times as well, so Bunnies could attack YOLO. But he's not got much overtake left. In fact, has it gone out? No, he's still got a little bit left. You can see it's red at the top of the rolled hoop, but it soon won't be. You see the drivers around him still have green, so they've got more than a quarter of their overtake boost left. There we go. So Daz only just has over a quarter. back. So Matt Psycho, he's got the Ferrari catching him bit by bit. Let's go on board with the Ferrari of Illusion. We have got the current champion, Matt Psycho, ahead of us. We are the championship leader, Illusion, after winning race number 1. Matt Psycho in 3rd in the championship fight, after finishing 3rd in race 1. So the McLaren is in our sights, but we're in the dirty air now. So we will slow down a bit. I say a bit, he's still doing 15.6 on his previous lap. What's this lap going to be? As he tries to get a jump on the champ. 15.7. So he's there. He's in the mirrors. Let's see what the fight is like between Jam and Wolfbane. Oh, there's a big gap now between Jam and Wolfbane. Wolfbane's had a bad lap on lap 36, a 17.8 compared to Jam's 17.1. But Cool Do Boy has got YOLO in front of him, so YOLO should be letting Cool Do Boy through. It's difficult through the middle sector though. He'll jump out the way. Yes, he does. Oh, I say he jumps out the way. There we go. In Tulu, there in 2nd place, so the gap is actually dropping down quite significantly. Still 9 seconds, but with 4 laps to go, could it happen? 17.7 from Cool Do Boy and a 15.5 from Intulu. So, at this pace, Intulu could catch Cool Do Boy up on the last lap. This race is not over, ladies and gentlemen. Cool Do Boy has got to fight off a Ferrari, and we know how quick those cars are. Junior is in 3rd place. Illusion has got past Matt Psycho. So let's have a look. He's got past Matt Psycho a bit ago, possibly down into turn number 3. So Matt Psycho is there, trying to get onto the back of the Ferrari. He's got his teammate actually ahead of him, who might inadvertently help him. Frederick Pope in the chat. I don't know what that says. That's possibly a symbol of some kind. Illusion then trying to overtake Rob on drums to put a lap on him. Ooh. Okay. Don't know if that was... That's like I'm trying to get onto the back of Illusion. It is hard. Ferrari right now looking very powerful. Jam in 6th place. He's got the Aston Martin of Wolfbane behind him. Cool Do Boy though, leading the race for Mercedes. He's all alone. But the gap, it's closing. It's maybe about 7 or 8 seconds. Let's watch Intulu. Intulu's got traffic though. He's got the battling YOLO and Tiny Terror. So Tiny Terror gets him past. Yes, that gap is about 7 seconds. 3 laps to go. Intulu a second quicker on the previous lap, so still not catching quick enough maybe now. But it only takes one mistake from Cool Do Boy, and Intulu will be there. So Junior in 3rd place in the Williams. Having a great debut. Podium on his first race, on the hard tyres. Be happy with that. Illusion in 4th as well, so also hard tyres. 5th place is Matt Psycho on the Michelin tyres, so they've had the supers and the mediums. It's been a difficult race again for Matt Psycho. He'll be hoping that the upgrades will come soon and help McLaren to catch that gap up to Ferrari. Jam in 6th place, a race really possibly to forget for Jam. 7th is Wolfbane. He's now got less of his fuel tank. Jam just using is now. 8th is Daz. Blue flags are waving for Daz. There's the race leader. Well, he has absolutely dominated this race then. He's going to lap up to 8th place. Possibly. He's got only a lap and a half to go. His 9th is Bunnies, 10th is Tiny Terror. He's got past YOLO. Cinnamod is in 12th place, so he's got himself back into the fight. 13th is Rob on drums. 14th is Noxie. 15th is Yokas. Yokas, though, is attacking Noxie. Can he make the move? No, he can't. Oh, he just possibly hit the back of Noxie there. In fact, they're having a nice little fight here for 13th place. We've got 13th place Rob on drums, 14th Noxie, and 15th Yokas. So they're all together on the circuit as we see Cool Duboy coming into the final lap then for Mercedes. He's got lots of traffic around him. What is the gap? 6 seconds. So Ntulu was catching. He's now possibly started to back off, thinking, well, I'll keep second. Rather have second. Junior in 3rd place. He has got the Ferrari catching him though. 15.3 compared to a 16.9. So Illusion could get 3rd place despite having such a tricky race. Matt Psycho in 5th place. Jam is in 6th. 7th is Wolfbane. Cool Duboy hasn't looked back really since the early laps. He has led this race from about the halfway point. After the settlement of the first pit stops, he inherited the lead from Junior, and he's not looked back since. And it's going to be a fantastic dominant victory, his first one in Formula X for Cool Duboy for Mercedes. 2nd place is the Ferrari of Ntulu, and holding on to 3rd place. He's only got 1 corner left. Junior in the Williams, he's going to hold on to 3rd. He's got Illusion right behind him, but Junior takes 3rd. 4th is Illusion. 5th is Matt Psycho, not too far behind. 6th place looks like it's going to be Jams, as he is chasing down the finish line. He's got Wolfbane right behind him though. So 6th place is Jam in the Mercedes. 7th is Wolfbane. And 8th place is going to be Daz in the Red Bull. So what we'll do, we'll watch Daz going round. He's the last driver to finish this race. So Cool Duboy lapped everybody up to 8th, so he lapped half the field. What a race victory. So let's have a look at those race results. And in 1st place is Cool Duboy for Mercedes. In 2nd place for Ferrari is Ntulu. In 3rd on his debut is Junior with Williams. In 4th place, Illusion in the 2nd Ferrari. 5th place, Matt Psycho in the McLaren. 6th place is Jam in the Mercedes. 7th is Wolfbane in the Aston Martin. 8th is Daz in the Red Bull. 9th, Bunnies for Sauber. 10th, Tiny Terror for Alpine. 11th, Cinnamod for Sauber. 12th, Rob on drums for McLaren. 13th is Noxie for Williams. 14th, YOLO in the Aston Martin. 15th, Yokas in the Red Bull. And 16th, Mika. Gaz in the chat saying, superb job from Ferrari boys. Great win, Cool Duboy. Yes, get in there, Cool Duboy, says Endurance Net. P1 baby, says Cool Duboy. fantastic result for Cool Do Boy then in that race. Let's have a look then what it does to the championship standings. And in first place in the championship is still Illusion with 45 points. In second place is Intulu, just 1 point behind his teammate on 44 points. In third place in the championship is today's winner, Cool Do Boy, with 37 points. In fourth place is Matt Psycho with 35 points, just 10 points behind the championship lead. In fifth place is Bunnies in the Salber with 26 points. In sixth place is SNL Wolfbane with 25 points. SNL Jam is in seventh place with 21 points. Junior is in eighth place with 20 points. Daz is in ninth place with 19 points. And Cinemod is in 10th with 13 points. Tiny Terror has 13 points for Alpine. 12th, Noxie with 9. Pleshy has 8 for Alpine. 14th place is Rob on Drums, also on 8 for Mclaren. 15th is Digital Blasphemy for 4 points. 16th is YOLO with 4 points. 17th is Yokas with 4 points. And Mika is in 18th with 1 point. The Team Championship, Ferrari leads with 89 points. Mercedes is second with 58 points. McLaren is third with 43. Sauber are fourth with 39. Williams are fifth with 33. Aston Martin are sixth with 29. Red Bull are seventh with 23. And in eighth place with 22 points are Alpine. All of these points are subject to the stewards' report. There are some incidents being looked at by the stewards, so anything can happen, anything can change. Thank you everybody for joining us for round number 2 here at the Red Bull Ring of Formula X Season 4. Next week we will be at the Circuit de la Sarthe, Le Mans, for round number 3. And as I say in the broadcast, it is a token spending week, so the order of these cars will change. Different cars will be more powerful. Alpine look like they could be in a good position, currently in 8th place in the championship with some nice tokens to spend, but we will see how things change during the week and as a result of those steward appeals. So until next week, take care, keep warm, and watch Porsches tomorrow night with our brand new commentator. He'll be in quite a good mood, I suspect. Anyway, good night and enjoy.